Hello, good evening, and welcome. History is about to be made. 20 years in the making since our last trip to the San Siro. Newcastle United are back. And it's been too long. I cannot wait for this. First of all, some housekeeping, because as you will notice, Andy and I, we are not experiencing the luxury of the Junction Haymarket Green King pub. Producer Carl is currently in the Lake District, ironically in a Green King pub. Andy was the only one that was you were chilled, you were happy, weren't you? You could do whatever. I am ill. I'm ill. I didn't fancy the 7-hour round trip. Weren't ill, but I will be damned if Green King are going to be let down. Not on my watch. So we're here just this one time. We're back at the Junction on Sunday for the Sheffield United game, but for now, we're at our respective houses. Lee, Harry, and Johnny are all at the San Siro tonight. Andy, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it. What is 5:15? Is it afternoon or evening?
I think I usually go with evening after 5.
Yeah, I do too, but some people don't. They're like, oh no, evening's not till like 8.
Well,
But
some people are weird.
yeah, that's very true. So, how are you? How excited are you? How nervous are you? And just tell me briefly how great Green King are.
Yeah, feeling all the emotions, I think. Nervous, excited, happy, breaking it. It's just all coming into one at the minute. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not in a Green King pub like you mentioned. We'll be back in there this weekend for the Sheffield United game. But did you know, Sam? I mean, we've been barking on about this for weeks now, but I just think some people are still surprised that there's over 900 Green King venues in the UK alone.
And they're all showing tonight's game. So, hello to everyone that's in a Green King pub. And you're welcome, because I'm not there spreading my germs, which no one wanted. So I apologise if I do sound a bit croaky throughout this evening's fixture. Team news. I suppose the headline is no Miggy. It's Jacob Murphy.
Yeah, I don't know how fancies Murphy's defensive work over Miggy's, because obviously that left hand side of AC Milan's the threatening side. Obviously, no Pulisic in that side, as they've got the lineup live on TNT there now. Yeah, I just think Murphy's going to be better defensively than what Miggy is. Obviously, Murphy's got that experience of playing right wing back, and I think he drop into the midfield better than what Miggy can.
I mean, it's not a good experience of right wing back though, was it?
It was under Steve Bruce, of course. It wasn't a good experience.
Yeah, I don't know. It surprised me because Miggy's defensive work is still very good. I think you know what you're going to get. He runs a lot. There's effort, there's desire, there's commitment. So I think it is a bit of a surprise that he's gone with Murphy over Miggy. The other changes are as expected. Sandro Tonali starts, of course. He comes in for Elliot Anderson, and Alexander Isaac starts ahead of Callum Wilson. I suppose we were kind of expecting them two changes a bit more.
Yeah, obviously with the only one change on Saturday night with Miggy, the only one coming on. I don't know whether that was kind of like a late assessment from Howe to see if he was game fit and game ready, or what. Because I know there was rumours from the Paraguay game that he came off injured there, so I don't know whether that's still playing a part or what. But yeah, obviously Isaac's got that Champions League experience, so I was expecting that. I think quite a few of us on the channel were. And Gordon was great on Saturday night, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do under the lights and the biggest stage in European football.
Any fitness concerns with the guys that played 90 minutes on Saturday? I'm thinking more, like your Gordons, who runs himself into the ground. He's had a tremendous start to the season. Gordon, Longstaff, Bruno in particular. Any concerns about them?
I think maybe Trippier. He's the older legs. Obviously, birthday today as well. So happy birthday, Kieran Trippier. But yeah, I think that they're used to it though now, aren't they? In this style of football that we've got going, it demands so much intensity that they've they've got to be at the peak of fitness always. So I don't really think I've got too many major concerns about the kind of fitness levels.
No, you wouldn't this early on in the season, but you never know. AC Milan lineup, you touched on it there. Their left-hand side, our right-hand side is really dangerous. There's no getting away from it. Teo Hernandez, who of course we were linked with in the summer, and Rafael Leao, who's just a magnificent footballer, and God knows where his ceiling is. He could be something very, very special indeed. I mean, you mentioned there about Trippier, and his birthday. Happy birthday, Kieran. That could be where the game is won and lost tonight.
Yeah, definitely. They are so threatening. I mean, Leao is one of the best prospects in world football at the minute. So Kieran Trippier is going to have one hell of a job on his hands tonight. And then Carney Chukwueze had a decent season, I think, for Villarreal last season. Obviously, earning a move to one of the biggest sides in Europe. So be interesting to see how he performs as well.
It will. Please do, if you're watching, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Look into our membership, which just starts at 99p, a veritable bargain. Get your predictions in the comments as well. Andy will read a few of them out as we approach kickoff, which is in about 25 minutes' time. And in about 20 minutes' time, we'll be listening out for that Champions League anthem, which we have not heard for so long after Newcastle United game. I do just want to pause briefly and say best wishes from myself and everyone at NFTV to Eddie Mackay, who was the Newcastle fan who was stabbed in Milan last night. He's recovering well, Keith Downey reports, and he should be on his way home soon. It's a shame when something like this happens, Andy, when it's just a constant reminder of all right, let's have a great time travelling across Europe, but we've got to be kind of wary of our surroundings as well.
Yeah, and it's amazing that it's always the British fault, apparently, as well. This is how many times is it when we go across to Italy? It's always the Italians that are the problem. The West Ham had bother with the Conference League final a few months back with Fiorentina's lot as well. So UEFA have got to do more to stop this from happening. Obviously, they kind of control the streets, but they can imply bans on these clubs from either ban them from the competitions, stop fans going in, or something's got to happen to make this stop.
Yeah, well said, well said. Hopefully that's the last time we have to report about any such incident during this European campaign. But, I mean, to look at the complete polar opposite of that, the scenes yesterday in and around Milan were 99.9% absolutely joyous. And it just seemed like everyone was having such a great time. If you haven't seen on our socials at Newcastle Fans TV on every social media site going, Johnny was out there quite early on. Lee joined him last night. It looked kind of Trafalgar Square-esque in some places.
Yeah, Geordie takeover. I think that's going to be everywhere we go. I think probably Dortmund will be the most accepting place of us. I'm not too looking forward to seeing the Paris either, because they've got a nasty streak about them as well. The fans. Looking forward to the trip away to Dortmund, which I believe's the second away game, isn't it? We've got PSG at home, and then is it Dortmund away?
Yeah, Dortmund away is the 7th of November. I think we've got 2 home games after this, haven't we?
Have we? Is it back-to-back home games? Is it? I'm confused.
I could be wrong, but I think it's PSG, then Dortmund at home, then Dortmund away, and then yeah. I could be wrong. I could be talking absolutely.
It's probably definitely me. It's I'll do a quick double check. I mean, I'm sure someone in the comments will.
Well,
Comments will let us know.
Who have we got in the comments, Andy? Let's read some comments out. Get your predictions in.
Well, we have got some either Milan fans, or we tend to have a lot of Liverpool fans in here now. Which your games are on Thursday night, lads. Don't forget. We've got a couple of "Come on, you mags! Come on, Milan!" says David Royce. Yeah. Ryan Wardley says, win this for Eddie, as in Eddie McKay.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Despise Sims, AC Milan 3, Newcastle 0. That's 100% another Liverpool fan. Get a job. Or get a hobby. It's after 5 o'clock. Get a hobby. SCW saying 2-1. Tonali and Isaac score. Footy editors telling the Scouser to not be negative. Good job with that. And Sober Geordie, totally agree. Smack that like button.
Absolute man. Couple of points as we approach kickoff. One being Sandro Tonali facing his old club a hell of a lot sooner than he would have imagined. What do you think's going through his head in the away dressing room this evening?
He's a professional, isn't he? I think he said it himself that he's 100% focused on the game. I know Tamori was speaking with their manager before the game as well, just going on about that. You've got to forget about those kind of friendships or anything like that going onto the pitch, and I'm sure you can reconcile with them after the game. But I think he'll be ready for it. He's a professional. He just needs to put all the emotions to one side. So I mean, in his position, you let your head go. It's probably one of the most kind of effective places on the pitch to lose your head on. So hopefully he keeps it together.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite telling that in the press conference yesterday, he admitted he struggled a little bit when first signing for Newcastle. Obviously, huge cultural change, most notably with his trip to Spoons. But he seems to have settled in now, and I suppose the atmosphere, the positive vibes coming out of that dressing room, like there has been for the past 18 months, it just goes to show what a positive, welcoming atmosphere and why it's so important for a new player that may initially struggle to adapt.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I struggled when I bloody moved to Manchester for uni. Never mind coming here from Milan. Yeah, I think we've just got such a nice group knit of players there and staff at the club now that I think anyone could come in and just fit in as soon as really. And Tonali has. I know we mentioned that it was after the Villa game that where he started to feel at home, but I think you do. I think once you step out to St James's Park now, hear that roar, you do. You just feel right at home and think, right, this is definitely where I want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing what a trip to Wetherspoons will do, and a goal, I suppose, in the Premier League, just to help settle you in a little bit. What are you most looking forward to seeing in tonight's game? What intrigues you the most?
A 10 out of 10 Bruno performance. I think he's been waiting for this, hasn't he, since he joined us in that January transfer window. I just think he's going to drop an absolute worldie. There were signs of it against Brentford, I thought, the weekend. Look back to being Bruno of norm. I just think he'll have a worldie. Same with Sean Longstaff. I think his energy and his stamina is gonna be a lot to us in this game. Obviously it's a massive miss losing Joe Linton, but I think Sean Longstaff offers you that.
Well, it had to happen at some point.
At least it's happened before the game.
I mean, come on, folks. When this is what you don't get at a Green King pub. Honestly, and we're back.
Yeah, so I think Longstaff will give us that little bit just extra energy, keeping everything in kind of order in the midfield department, and then the always reliable Sven Botman. I think he's going to make Alessandro even more jealous tonight when he keeps them quiet.
You are obsessed with that, Alessandro. He's been quite quiet in the build-up, actually.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, it's probably the best approach to take, isn't it? Well, after how much he's given during the summer. Some
Very
Alessandro
true.
tears at 8 o'clock would be nice.
It would. I mean, San Siro looks absolutely resplendent in the Milanese sunshine. Milan Fashion Week starts today. What do you think the locals will make of? As Carl's brother is just on TNT Sports. Hello, Chris. Sorry, I'm distracted. Well, yeah, I was about to make an amusing point about Lee and Johnny's fashion sense at Milan Fashion Week. What do you think they'll make of their clobber?
I think they'll end up getting recruited. I think they'll be on a catwalk by the time they've come home.
Sam, is there a Green King pub in Lichfield? Stafford Mags are us. I don't know. There's definitely one in Stafford. It's called King's Horse.
Oh, I was going to say we're getting there.
So I'm not sure about Lichfield. Do Google. You did Google Green King the other day, didn't you, Andy?
Yeah, they have a brilliant locator on their website, which will show you all your closest ones. I'm moving in December, so of course I had to find out where my my nearest one is.
Absolute man, and yeah, we will be there. We will be well. We won't be there. We'll be in the junction on in Haymarket on Sunday for Sheffield United away. It's going to be a bit of an emotional kind of when the teams come out and they line up that Champions League anthem plays. You think of Sean Longstaff. You think of Dan Burn. It's quite a moment for them, isn't it? Even I'd go even further to say like a Jamal Lascelles who has stuck with us through the lowest of the low, captained this club with pride and honour, and I know he's on the bench and whatnot, but still, he was there in the dark days. It's got to be quite a moment for these players. Jacob Murphy as well, geez, his story.
And one you haven't even mentioned.
What? Dummett?
Oh, the prime Maldini himself. Aye, he'll be talking about being there through thick and thin. Christ, I mean, even for me, I'm just gonna say it now. This room is really hot. So if there's any kind of liquid near my eyes when that Champions League theme hits, it's definitely sweat. I'm not crying.
Oh no, I won't tonight. Having said that, when we're back at St James's Park against PSG in a few weeks or whatever,
fingers crossed. I'm lucky in the ballot.
yeah, absolutely, you and me both. Then there might be the odd tear when you see Paul Dummett shake hands with Kylian Mbappe.
Can you imagine if he played and kept him quiet all game?
Easy work.
There's going to be like 12-year-olds that have never heard of Paul Dummett all thinking he's the best defender in the world.
Yeah.
Which they'd be right, by the way.
Just a load of Parisians go, "Où est le Dummett? Où est le Dummett?" That's my broken French. Actually, no, I think "où is where is, not who is. Anyway, I digress. My French has just evaporated. Sandro Tonali is currently being interviewed by TNT in a lovely empty San Siro. I'm guessing from last night. The sanction stuff, the rule break from UEFA about this press conference delay, this whole farce. I haven't heard anything about it today, so I'm assuming we've gotten away with it.
Well, I think what were they expecting us to land during a storm? I think they've just kind of immediately because there was never anything from UEFA themselves on it. I don't think all I saw was from Sky Sports reporting on it, and then that was it.
Do you think they were stirring?
What?
Do you think they were shit stirring?
Well,
I said
it'd be the slow.
I said stirring instead of the thrower because I've got my child next to
it. It was a bit of a slow news night, wasn't it? It was Monday night. The only thing on was what do you call it, Burnley Forest. So probably needed that little bit of news, and I think we are for being back in the Champions League. It's a major story. So anything minor little things like that, of course, they're going to report it. So I don't think there'll be any problems. Well, I think we'll have negotiated with them or spoken to them beforehand that we've been caught in a storm and that we're having to fly over Switzerland while we're waiting for it to kind of die down.
Yeah, hopefully common sense will prevail. 15 minutes to kick off. Less than 15 minutes. Just make sure you smash that like button, get your predictions in the comments. Do you want to go through some as well whilst we're here?
Yes, I will, whilst I immediately panic because my stream has just stopped working.
Well, no, just change the channel back onto TNT Sports 1 because you pay for your bills. You pay your bills. You
Oh no, I am streaming through Virgin. Anyway, some comments with Jay in Atlanta. We know he was Jay. We know you, Jay. Let's go. How are the lads? Very happy with our team selection. Champions League. Mike Elliott. Yes, it will be quite emotional for quite a few Toon players that dreamed of playing in the Champions League. Totally agree. Simi Cutters says, hello, lads. Hello, Simi. Mike Elliott again. Yes, Jay. Hopefully win tonight. And there's quite a few agreements with 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, there are no easy games in the Champions League. That goes without saying, unless you're in like Man City's group. I mean, yes, they can hurt us down their left hand side, but you still have to say this is our best chance at the 3 away games to get something.
Yeah, I think Dortmund will be interesting too. They've not been in the best of form and they've lost quite a few of the best players. I mean, I know Bellingham's the obvious one, but they've also lost Guerrero, who's brought a lot of their attack on from left back last season. So it'll be interesting. I'm confident still. I don't know why. I think seeing them getting humped on Saturday has given us that little extra kick that I probably needed in a vote of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there were. I didn't watch the whole game of theirs on Saturday because it obviously clashed with ours. But from what I did see, they were terrible, awful. I mean, I'm good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not turning into Soccer Steve, but I am I am historically an AC Milan admirer. Through the days, back in the days of George Weah and Football Italia on Channel 4 in the 90s. But yeah, it was, I mean, they were torn to shreds. And I think our counter attack, but counter attack on both sides will be key tonight because they've got so much pace. We've got so much pace. It's going to leave on. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think the high press will be interesting to see how strongly we play that as well. Obviously, depending on the opposition, we tend to change it up a little bit, but I think go for it, catch them on a little bit of surprise. Just get at them and give them a game straight away. Like we've said, we're not here to just be here. We're here to compete. So why not go full brim to the wall and go right at them?
One thing, not to get negative, because I'm not going to get negative, but it's just a point that's been just knocking me in the back of my head somewhat. Obviously, when we had the cup final down Wembley, we had so many fantastic scenes the day before. The occasion may have got to us a little bit as fans, and that maybe transcended through to the players. Similar sort of vibe this time. Do you think they would have learned their lessons from the Carabao Cup final and be a bit more switched on rather than just that it's nice to be here?
Yeah, obviously, I think the Carabao Cup final, the very least thing you can take away from it is a massive learning curve. I think the confidence will be there. This is the game they've wanted for years. Bruno's said since he's joined the club that this is where he wants to be and this is the level they want to be at. So if this is the level they want to keep at, this is the games they've got to go out and perform the best. And I mean, there's no easy games in the Champions League, just as there's no easy games in the Premier League. Both teams are foreign to each other. We've not played each other for absolute years. So I think they've just got to go for it. From minute one, I think that a couple of minutes might be shaky, first couple of minutes while they just get their heads together. But apart from that, I think we're in for a really good game.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. And like you, we can beat these. You know, they're not. I mean, like we've mentioned, you look at their left hand side and you think, oh gosh, that's good, but there's nothing else there that'll really panic you. I'd be hoping, Fabian Schär and Sven Botman could cope with an 84-year-old Olivier Giroud.
I think they will. I mean, if Sven Botman can keep bloody Haaland quiet, he can keep Giroud quiet. It's just his aerial presence, and I mean, I think that's the good thing about Sven Botman is he's a tall bloke, and then obviously having Dan Burn in the box as well. They're both quite tall, and then so hopefully, fingers crossed, they can keep him quiet. Obviously, some of the players they've got like Loftus Cheek they've played against, but he couldn't even get in that a very poor Chelsea side. So if the
He start when we played at Stamford Bridge last game of last season. He started.
but was that because it was his last game at Chelsea?
Well, that was the biggest cheer of the day from the home end, which was
Yeah.
still not very big, which was when he came off because they all sort of just knew he was leaving. So
Yeah, I mean, I remember my mate, like long time mate from school. He came up through Newcastle's academy, so he went to play. He played Chelsea in the Youth Cup at St James's. Went to watch that a few years. It must have been about bloody what 13 years back or something now, 12 years. And Loftus Cheek was one of their players that just stood out, and you could tell straight away that he was going to make it into the professional game.
he was the Conor Gallagher of the Ask Jeeves generation.
I mean, he was even impressive going into that 2018 World Cup. I think that he's a good player. Don't get us wrong. I think he's certainly a better player than what Conor Gallagher is.
Really?
Yeah. I think he is. I think certainly for England, he's been a better player than what Conor Gallagher is. Yeah, I think they're not I don't think they're a complete final product. AC Milan, quite like ourselves, really. So it'll be interesting the battle that'll happen in the midfield department today, especially Tonali will know them. So he'll know who's got what weakness, obviously, apart from Loftus Cheek, he's one he hasn't played with. So it's going to be interesting in the centre of the park.
Any concerns with Dan Burn?
Wait, no. I just think he's so unorthodox that I think he's going to catch these teams out in the Champions League because he's not a left back that you've kind of played against. In
Okay.
in that he's a centre half playing as a left back. And to be honest, the only one I can think of is Lucas Hernandez, Theo's brother, who is now at PSG. I think having left Bayern in the summer.
Yeah.
So I think Carney I can't think of anyone in the La Liga from last season who'll have been like a Dan Burn. So I think he's certainly gonna find it interesting coming against this. What's Dan Burn 6'5"?
6'7".
6'7".
Yeah, he is an.
That's a skyscraper to me.
It is, yeah. Well, you've stood next to me, and I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
So I had another 3 inches.
Well, that's why I've got my camera pointed up. Just so it feels like I'm in the Green King. I should have had a virtual background on. I should have taken a good photo last time we were at the junction.
Yeah.
I'll do that for next time. So I've got so it looks like I'm there.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. The teams are in the tunnel. Yeah, this is getting. I mean, does it feel real yet?
I think it will once that anthem hits. I thought that it started to feel real at the draw.
Yeah.
And then now it's just like, I don't know. My eyes are welling up.
Oh no. I apologise once again for my coughing and spluttering. I am ill. That's why we're not at the junction, amongst many other factors. So we're here. We're with you. We are live. Drink it, Green King. The teams are coming into. The teams are in the tunnel. Newcastle United are back at the San Siro. They're against AC Milan.
Yeah, they are.
This is happening. This is happening, folks. This isn't Steve Harper's testimonial, by the way. Get well soon as well, Steve.
Oh yeah. How's that?
Were you really?
Yeah.
Memories from that day, because I can't remember it at all.
Joey Barton went through to Canio.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's all I remember. I remember where it was sat was right at the front of the Millburn, but I think someone took DeCanio out, and I'm pretty sure it was Joey Barton.
That's heartwarming.
He seems to be getting more and more on the Newcastle train at the minute, Joey Palmer. See a lot of him on Twitter.
There's opportunities to be had now, isn't there? They all want to get on the gravy train. The teams are coming out at the San Siro, and it'll be wow! Look at that sight. I mean, AC Milan fans have placards, and they're all lifting it up to see a little pretty pattern of the AC Milan badge. I love the AC Milan tunnel because it is genuinely a tunnel. You have to go down it, and they come up the stairs onto the pitch.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Ours is like that though. Ours is a proper tunnel with stairs coming up.
No, the stairs go down.
And then they come up out of it now, don't they?
Yeah,
Sure they do.
yeah, but not to the same effect.
Not to the extent, but a tunnel's a tunnel.
Well, yes, it is. One thing that does look great is the San Siro, and let's just pause whilst the anthem's playing, so we can hear this.
Yeah, I'm going to mute myself.
Jacob Murphy has the biggest smile on his face. So does Dan Byrne. It's quite emotional. Wow. I mean, the San Siro looks absolutely fantastic. Mainion's in goal for AC Milan. Calabria, Tiao Tamori, Teo Hernandez make up Milan's defence. Oh, I'm so ill. Krunic, Loftus-Cheek, Rafael Leao, Giroud and Chukwueze make up Milan's starting 11. You need to mute that or we're going to get done for copyright.
I've turned it down, don't worry. Hey, we'll manage at the junction when we've got it blasting full.
Yeah, to be honest, and I don't understand why that's not come up once. I really don't. Newcastle starting 11. Nick Pope in goal. Trippier, of course, on his birthday starts at right back. Botman and Cher in the centre. We're wearing white shorts and socks, by the way, which look fantastic. Dan Burn left back. In the middle, we've got Sean Longstaff, we've got Bruno, we've got Tonali. And then up front, we have Anthony Gordon, Jacob Murphy, and Alexander Isak. Who do you think will line up on the left of the three in midfield? Because Tonali and Longstaff are both predominantly on the right-hand side of the three, aren't they?
I think it will be Tonali. Obviously, Bruno usually plays in the middle, and Longstaff usually plays on that right-hand side. So, unless Bruno and Tonali are going to have some sort of little pivot between them, but I think Tonali will probably be out on that left-hand side.
Champions League font.
Yes, finally. Not like Castore to leave things last minute.
Yes.
Oh, and well, are they going to release new shirts then?
What new champion? What do you mean? Like just because?
Well, look at the back of them.
Oh, because it was all white.
Because they've got a massive white patch on the back. So what Castore have done is release the shirts too early, let you get the Champions League font patches on them. Not advise the club to not do the Premier League print on the shirts with the Champions League patches at first.
Well,
and then now they've released a totally different shirt.
To get the Champions League badge on straight away, haven't you? You know.
Well, so what they're going to do now? Are they going to release new shirts or?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. You tell me now.
We'll probably get an email off Castore at full time down their marketing employees.
Oh god, or at half time.
Quite possibly. Have you seen which end the away fans are in yet? Because I haven't.
No, I couldn't quite make it out. I'd imagine more flags' display is going to be a lot better than AC Milan's one.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, one thing I would say is be patient tonight. Lee, Johnny, Harry, all out there, but the Newcastle fans are going to be in the San Siro at least an hour after kick-off, and they've got no battery packs and whatnot, so it will be quite late by the time they get the videos out. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, believe you me, whatever the result. as we're about to get underway. We're in the Champions League. Newcastle are in the Champions League. Don't know if you're aware.
This is weird.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you
kicking
watch the
off.
under-19s this afternoon?
At least Aaron Taylor's just said, at least in the Champions League, we might get some competent officials. I wouldn't keep my fingers in hopes on that too much.
No, we're underway.
You are 1 second ahead of me, by the way, so I'll let you do the.
Oh, I'm on 17 seconds.
I'm on. Well, you're 10 seconds ahead of me then.
Oh, that's a shame. Normally, I'm the one that's always lagging behind. But yeah, footballs are being kicked.
What's he giving a free kick for there?
Just for remember when
For
you
the
were saying
crack.
about competent officiating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't happen that much around here. Tonali has just gone straight in on Loftus-Cheek, no messing. No foul, a fantastic challenge. It goes out for a Milan throw.
Get in.
Exactly.
We're like them. We're like them.
Can you imagine, like, the first one of them that goes in at St James's, the roar that'll just rise up? But again, that's for another time. Isaac going with the high press straight away.
Love it. No need to mess about.
This is weird.
Can I get a second check?
A second?
Yeah.
141.
Oh, I'm now ahead.
How does that work? What are you at?
Well, however, I am looking at about 2 pixels, so I might have to come back to reality.
Oh.
There we go, I'm now on 150.
Yeah.
Back in my place.
Order is restored. As the ball is back with Nick Pope, who clears. No messing, just puts his foot through it.
That doesn't sound like Nick Pope.
Well, it needs to start sounding more like Nick Pope, doesn't it? Do you have any concerns about him, though? Because I have to be honest, I don't, really.
No, I would like him to play with a bungee rope attached to the back of the net, though.
Yeah.
There was a couple of moments on Saturday, and there was a couple of groans around us saying, "Why is he out there for?"
Yeah. He's got enough good credit in the bank, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. The only thing I would love him to have is like an Edison style of distribution. I mean, especially with how quick we are going forward.
Yeah, that's.
But he's the best in the world, I think, purely for distributing from goalkeeper Edison.
Yeah, you're probably right. Did producer Carl start the timer clock just to check that he's still actually, paying attention in his corner of the Lake District as Rafael Leao has a shot which comfortably snuggles into the arms of Nicholas Pope. Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall.
Oh, we'll take that. That's. I didn't tell you my bet, Sam, but I needed a Leao shot on target. So there we go.
Well, tick that one off, my friend.
Bosh.
Is the big dog.
Should we give a quick run through for those that are interested. For Isaac to score any time, Gordon shot on target, Leao shot on target, which just happened. Newcastle to win with both teams to score over 4 corners for Newcastle. We're usually good with the corners, but might be pushing it with this one, and then over 1 card. So with some feisty challenges put in already, fingers crossed.
I think over 1 card is so you need 2 cards, is what you're saying?
2 cards, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Newcastle have got a bit of possession now with Jacob Murphy, and he's found Trippier on the right-hand side. Now, there's a bit of space here if he can find someone, which he can. He's got Isaac. Gordon's on his... this is positive. He's got men over. It's back to Trippier. I like this. Good cross. Unlucky. That was positive. That was a positive passage of play. I like it. And we've got the throw as well.
Oof.
If we keep having a positive start, do you think the crowd will turn, especially after they lost to Inter?
Yes, definitely. I think from the sounds of things, it's very ready to boil over at the AC Milan side of San Siro things.
Yeah. Aye. Tonali. Did that go out? Oh, it's a goal kick. Tonali ain't messing around here.
Nah. What do you make of the white shorts? I like them.
Yes.
I love that we haven't played in that bloody green kit. I hate it. I
You
know
are
there's
right as well about the back of that the back of that shirt with a huge white block.
yeah.
Do you think it looks better?
Yes,
Oh,
I think so.
high press is absolutely caught. AC Milan out here. That's a corner, surely. No, I don't think. I think a goal kick's been given. High press caught them out there. That was really positive stuff. Now, Teo Hernandez.
No.
Teo Hernandez is good at football.
Yeah, he is.
Get up, you soft. Sure, Leo's just absolutely purchased a free kick off Sean Light. And Leipzig are 1-0 up against Young Boys. So make your own jokes. But Simican has scored. One of the centre backs I'd be looking at for the long term replacement for Fabian Schär.
I think we just need to go on like Google and search best football manager wonder kids now. Get a few of them through the door.
I'm pretty sure there's a bit more to it than
that. I think we've been keen on Antonio Silva as well from Benfica.
Yeah.
They've got a few players at the minute, Benfica, that I wouldn't mind. Shoulder up as well. He's another one.
Benfica have had a very good production line of late, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good young Portuguese talent coming through. And has been for a while. Oh, that was unlucky. If we can find it.
I don't know whether that keeper will be one from Porto that we might look at in the long run.
Who's that?
Something Silva. Maybe the keeper.
Jacob Murphy's arguing for a penalty there. Teo Hernandez has got. He's all.
I am amazed. Knowing Castori's quality, I'm amazed that shirt has stayed on him.
You are right. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tyrone Mings sneezed on Alex Isak and the shirt ripped off him on the first day of the season.
Let us know in the comments as well. Are you getting up at height as... I don't know whether it's just me being all tetchy in my nerves coming out, but should Castori be selling that version of the kit in the club shop? Dan Burns seems to be enjoying himself.
Honest, this is living the dream stuff, though, isn't it?
I mean, apart from the Bernabeu, was there a better venue to start your Champions League campaign off at?
With the new camp out of commission, I suppose not really.
I'm amazed that these want to move around. Other than, I mean, the facilities in the ground aren't great. I don't think there's the Newcastle fans sharing something like 3 cubicles between them tonight.
Yeah, 8 toilets is there in the whole of the away end, and there's no bar either.
Just as well, there's never been Magpies in Milan. Imagine what that bloody away end would look like at the end of the night.
There wouldn't be many there.
they're happy enough to shite in their own stadium at the seats. So God knows what they'd be like in other ones.
Very true. Oh, go on, Sean. First 10 minutes.
Cool, calm, collected.
Quite levels devils, even Stevens, I'd say.
Oh.
Now then, Gordon's pace, and he is absolutely blitzed. Oh, hello. Hello. Cross in now. Oh, poor cross. I don't know. Well, he tried to cross it, didn't he? Teo Hernandez has now gone down.
He's dead.
I mean, he's gone down holding his face despite nothing touching his face. Sean Longstaff touched his shoulder, and now Teo Hernandez is holding his ear cheek. This is going to get irritating, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's like when England play Italy in the World Cup.
What, when what's his face manhandled Saka?
Well, Bonucci nearly ripped bloody Saka in two.
Chiellini, not Bonucci.
Was it Chiellini? Was it?
Yeah.
That was a starting partnership, though, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was them too. Yeah.
Tell you what, the ref's given absolutely everything.
And that needs to be a free kick to us then.
Yeah.
Because it was a foul at the end of the day on Jacob Murphy. I suppose that's why you see Eddie Howe give. I mean, this is the first time Murphy's featured this season, isn't it? I don't think he came on against Villa. We were clamouring for him to come on against City when of course, he wasn't there.
Yeah, we definitely needed a lineup refreshment at half time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was nearly a minor
save.
What do you mean, save? How come you're ahead of me again? And we've got it away. It's fine. Don't panic. It's fine.
No, I'm panicking.
You're panicking.
No, I'm not.
You're not panicking.
I said no, I'm panicking.
No one panicked. Quite right, too. Milan's starting to turn the screw now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Having said that, we've still got a wrong option for that cross by Loftus-Cheek. You're trying to be clever, get your hand on telly. Tiny hands.
Yeah, they're growing into this at the minute. We need to kind of nullify this.
Yeah. What I will say is, though, we've still got quite a resolute defensive shape. But Botman needed to be stronger there against Giroud. I mean, Giroud is 104 years old.
Is that accurate?
He's about 42. Well, still, he should not be pushing Sven Botman off the ball. Milan corner.
Tell you right, the right little dirt he gets, aren't they? They're grappling on at any chance they get.
Yeah, this is the next level of the dark arts, really, isn't it?
I think it's we're going to learn, aren't we, during the course of this kind of campaign.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that we're not too. That was my concern, that we're not too. Oh, I'll tell you what, we're not too misty-eyed and like, it's just nice to be here sort of thing. We've got to get in people's faces as well.
I think that's what we did first 10. Just showed them, look, we're not going to be rolled over or anything. We've got one comment saying, where is Joe Linton? It's the same person. Joe Linton's out injured, and Callum Wilson played the full 90 against Brentford at the weekend, and doesn't have the Champions League experience that Isak has.
Well, he is on the bench though, Wilson. Joe Linton's out for 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, he didn't look fit against Brighton, did he? Let's face it. And I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't pull out of the Brazil squad.
I think it's because it's early doors in his Brazil career, and I think he's just
Yeah, but he
happy to be
weren't fit. Surely they would have seen that themselves when he was in training with them. So I don't know. Maybe he's just reluctant to admit it to himself because he's just permanently on beast mode these days.
Isn't he just? I'm looking forward to seeing him back. Same as Willock. I cannot wait to see Willock back.
That was a sumptuous pass from Bruno. I mean, Jacob Murphy's come a long, long way from going on loan to West Brom and Sheffield Wednesday to now facing up to Teo Hernandez in the Champions League.
You can't help but have a massive soft spot for Murphy.
Yeah, completely agree. Despite, for the first 4-5 years of his Newcastle career, every transfer window saying we need to sell him.
I had him as my surprise package of the season for the social clips we did for Green King.
Yes, you did. Oh, Pope with the ball at his feet. Nobody likes it. But you're ahead of me, so you can predict the future.
I'll keep quiet.
No.
I'll be your Gary Neville to Peter Drury.
No,
because I kind of bring out words like sumptuous off the tongue, Sam. You were made for this.
I wasn't. I'm so ill.
I'm so ill.
I'm so ill. Can you imagine if I had to do a 7-hour round trip in the car today? Sweating profusely in what albeit is a magnificent public house.
I mean, the light coming off the light boxes is bad enough before.
Oh my god, yeah. I know.
We need to ask if we can start bringing like a portable aircon little thing.
What? A fan?
Yeah, you're not seeing the ones on Temu you can buy. I can't believe I'm talking about this while Newcastle are literally playing their first game in the Champions League in 20 years.
You know what? Do you know what put me off Temu? Lee said he bought his jeans off Temu, and which immediately said, right, well, I'm never going to use
that. I was trying to think of a Finnish striker joke to make.
Uh-oh. It's fine. Good save, Nick Pope. That's what he should have done with Gilmore's shot against Brighton.
To be fair, everyone should have done a lot more against Brighton.
To be fair, is he a right mid for PSG? He sounds like it.
Yeah, so I was trying not to make a Temu Pukki joke. That was my line before.
Milan corner. Have they scored? Because I really don't want them to.
No. I've only just seen it's whipped in now. Oh, save. Nicholas Pope. Unbelievable stuff so far. A touch wood.
Good save. It was a good save. I mean, he's got a free header and dive, and was able to dive at it as well. So I don't know whose man that was, but that was uncharacteristically poor set piece marking.
Think nerves are settling in?
They shouldn't do now. I mean, we're in the 20th minute now. Another corner comes in and goes behind for a goal kick. Bit of respite because it was Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't know if you heard that, but my 6-year-old just said that's about right for him because he is rubbish. For more of that kind of analysis, please do subscribe to our membership program for extra content and extra videos on Newcastle Fans TV. Just 99p.
And I think we made a promise at the start of the season. If you are a member and come along to one of the watch-alongs at the Green King, we will buy you a pint if you show us you're a member.
Yeah,
So that 99 pence can go a long way.
Yeah, to get you a free pint of tap water.
I heard it's the bottles of Thatcher's from you.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek had another. I mean, should he have passed it there? He had like 3 men with him. Yes, our defence was back, but
not enough long shotting happens though at the minute. I know. I mean, Hudson-Odoi scored an absolute screamer last night, but there's not many of our lot will go
when
for.
Bayern Munich wanted him.
Yeah, he was one of the biggest talents going really when he first broke onto the scene through the Chelsea first squad. Same with Loftus-Cheek, really.
Yeah.
I have to say, Anthony Gordon every game is looking more and more like that 60 million player that Chelsea wanted. That's a fantastic. Oh.
Does that mean Anthony Gordon's about to do something? Oh yeah. I can see why.
That was actually while I was talking. By the way, I was on the subject anyway.
No, I believe you. Okay.
Had a couple of arguments with people over Gordon's transfer when we signed him, but even when we signed him on paper, he was the kind of perfect player for this system.
I will happily hold my hands up and admit when I'm wrong. And I wasn't overly keen on signing Gordon, but the way he started this season and the Euros have obviously helped him getting the monkey off his back, nicking that goal on the last day of the season as well. I think it would have helped, but yeah, he started so well this season. So I love being proved wrong because 99 times out of 100 that means something positive has happened.
I've just had a special delivery come in on theme. We are playing in Italy, so
is that what is that a pizza?
It is a pizza.
Wow!
It's an Asda pizza. Not create your own. I haven't gone full Rob. But it is an Asda pizza, which are usually spot on.
Have you got pineapple on it?
No, that is ham, and it did look like pineapple through the camera though. I'm not a total wrong'un, just a little bit of one.
Good. You can stay.
I've now got to try and find space for this plate in front of us.
Just don't get chopsing down your microphone, because I can't remember who used to do that on the old Watchalong. But it was horrible. We had so many complaints. I can't remember. I mean, our viewers that have been with us for a few years remind me. I don't know if it was. I don't want to pin it on Brandon because I'm not sure that it was Brandon, but it might have been. I can't remember. Someone did that.
John Scott says that looks great. I agree, John. Whether or not it tastes great, I'll let you know in a couple of minutes once it's cooled down because it's currently scalding. See, this is the kind of content you need from watch-alongs.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start doing Green King food reviews mid-game.
Oh, get a pie ordered to the table.
Oh, I mean, Sam, you're the one to go on about the pies. You were very impressed with the pie you had before the City game.
It was, it was
award-winning as well.
It was highly edible.
That's more food reviews like that are needed. Just rather than going on about the tones and notes you get from it, just highly edible.
Yeah, solid.
I might just start leaving Just Eat reviews like that.
Yeah. True. Or what's the main one? TripAdvisor. On the old restaurant review.
No one goes on TripAdvisor to leave a positive review, though, do you? It's not the first thing you think of when you go home.
No, I suppose not. No.
Aaron Taylor says shows how poor the fitness coaches were at Everton since Gordon training under Eddie Howe looks so much better. And I think I think you can say that about a lot of the players that were already here before Howe got here. I mean, testament to his coaching ability in the backroom staff. Because I mean, when Steve Bruce had them in, what was it, twice a week they were in for training?
Yeah.
There's kids under sevens teams train more than that.
Yeah.
Here we go, corner. Or not. Eh?
To be fair, none of our players appealed for it, really, did they?
Yeah, I thought it was.
I mean, it just looked a Stonewall corner, like when you're watching it on telly. We've yet to put a shot, though, which is.
We've had a comment coming in from Roy. What about the game?
What about the game? Well, it's a watch.
What about...
So, you know.
Oh,
I like that.
we seem to have woke up a little bit more.
We have. We're starting to get a bit more possession after
for the overlap.
A very dominant 15 minutes for AC Milan, I think, wasn't it? But we're starting to come back into this now. Murphy looked for a nice little through ball for Longstaff, but it was a bit too much on it. I think it was a bit optimistic as well as Mignon just clips Longstaff round the nose. By accident, though. That's the difference.
What do we make?
That was an AC Milan player. He'd be rolling around on the floor. Any 29 just gets on with it.
If that was Giroud, you'd have been hobbling back up with his arthritis, given that he's 95.
Worrying about his L'Oreal deal.
Blonde tips on someone that's 36?
Not for me.
It gives Wayne Lineker vibes.
Oh, yeah, not good.
I bet he loves Ocean Beach.
Moving on.
Swiftly.
Right, so Longstaff gets fouled and now the referee just decides to grow a spine.
No. Yeah, everyone behind the ball apart from Isaac.
Yeah, that's why I say decent, and then Tonali comes out and disrupts their play, and Gordon's got it back, and we're slow to break. That's the issue, isn't it now? Because we're now playing it back, and now Milan have had a chance to get their players back. We had like I said, we had great defensive shape, but on the turnover,
even then, why is Calabria went to the floor there?
I don't know, but we've got a super chat in. I can see something blue in the corner.
Okay, from King Gunner, £4.99. Arsenal fan here. After your poor fan got stabbed, just going to support his club is disgusting. No part of football. We all stand united. Good luck. Thank you very much, King Gunner, and completely agree. Absolutely no place in football for it.
No place in society for it.
No.
Kieran Trippier is just brilliant.
He is, isn't he?
I mean, in no way was that foul because he tripped over his own legs in the end, but you know.
I hate whenever Trippier starts holding his foot.
Oh, there's just instant panic.
Yeah. Tell you what hasn't happened yet. Shaw hasn't went down holding his head yet.
No, but you know, we're only 28 minutes in. There's plenty of time.
Yeah.
But I'd take your point. It usually has happened by now.
Do you think that it'd be interesting to see if, like, moments before Eddie Howe gives them some sort of signal, whether it's some sort of kind of thing to get physios on and spread the message directly to the pitch?
That'll be if we ever go 1-0 up. Oh,
it was naughty that. He's very dramatic with his hand signalling, this referee.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I was admiring that. Yeah, don't mind it.
He's a man that knows what he's given, unlike Craig Pawson. But we shall not mention the devil tonight.
No, I didn't click on the link, but I did see the referee allocations had been put on today.
I just saw it was Tierney was the main one, and kind of quickly scrolled past and denied that could be ours.
We've got Tierney on Sunday.
No, I'm saying I saw that he was the photo that they were showing for it and quickly scrolled away.
I was going to say, because I was just expecting not to see Pawson's name because he'll be in the Championship. Is that our throw? It is our throw. We're gaining a bit more stable possession now in the last 5 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah, certainly starting to give them a bit more of a game. We seem to be learning how to play their game in terms of winning fouls as well, which I'm surprised by how quickly we've done that.
Well, sink or swim. You adapt or you get left behind.
Do you think Eddie Howe will have given them Kevin Keegan-esque advice in just go and draw your away games when you ones at home, or do you think he's given a pre-Man United speech?
No, I think he's gone to say we can win this on the overlap.
Tell you what, no.
That was too slow from Murphy, but Longstaff's appealing for it. Is this where they'll
he
give?
is rapid.
Oh, Christmas Day, that was close. That's where, like we said before the game, AC Milan on the counter-attack on their left-hand side is going to be where this game is won and lost, because Leao and Teo Hernandez then were absolutely rapid. Hardly any of our players were, got back. Testament to Jacob Murphy getting back so fast, really. And Giroud's put it just wide. But
Schultz went down too soft there. I'm just giving a little replay of
yeah, I saw that Leao on Longstaff, but is this a thing where you can get a free kick for almost anything, but you're not having a penalty for anything other than just.
We've had a comment there. Wilson won us our last game, but now we take him out. Very smart. Yes, it is very smart because he played a full 90 minutes, and we all know what his fitness has been like over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, just like we were doing at the end of last season, where we had to go to West Ham, Brentford, Everton. How has that foul been given against Bruno? Loftus-Cheek literally had his hand round.
No, it has went our way. I think just Bruno was wanting a card without gesturing for a card.
I swore the referee pointed that way though.
He just likes pointing.
He did me with his confidence.
Yep. He pointed the wrong way, but he did it with confidence.
Exactly. That's why I thought. I just assumed. I would trust him to hold me in his arms. I mean, that would have been competent goalkeeping had he caught it.
Very right. It was Pickford-esque, that.
He'd done the hard work, and now this again. Milan left-hand side layout. Cuts inside. Oh, this is going to be 1-0 to Milan. Surely he's fallen over.
Oh, he's fallen over himself.
And it's off the line.
Off the line.
Oh, Milan have still got it on the edge of our area. Loftus-Cheek. No, it's going to go out for a corner.
We're getting away with one there. Jesus Christ.
Leao should have made that 1-0 to Milan. He did way too much.
Did all the hard work. I mean, he dropped the two of them.
He could have put his shot away at least twice.
Yeah. Well, you can do that all night for me.
Yeah, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm glad he didn't. But Milan have a corner, and Newcastle need to wake up. Nick Pope's gone over Leao to make sure the ball has gone out, and it'll be a throw-in. Cross comes back in, but we've got it away. This is where we need to be faster on the transition and get out to press. Otherwise, we're just inviting pressure back onto us.
Yeah. Moving straight back up though. They're coming up with the ball. They're not holding back and just letting them come.
Have we got a bit of respite now? Oh, yes, we have. Offside are given against Giroud. Shut the door, please, then, Charlie. Properly.
Oh, yeah. UEFA rules aren't the same as the Prem ones, are they? So Jason Tindall can cozy up with Eddie Howe on the sideline.
Yes, that's right. That'll make a big difference. Raphael Leão nearly just scored, but he missed, so it's fine. Don't panic.
I scared my lunch.
Is it?
The same person who was asking about Callum Wilson stuff seems to be really angry in the chat because he's only typing in capitals. But he's asking what happened to the guy who did the watch-alongs from USA.
Steve, he's still a part of NFTV. I mean, you know.
We can start putting American accents on if that helps.
Feel free to use lowercase.
Where is Steve?
Well, we can do a bit of American at some point. We've got a bit of space down our left now if we can find Gordon. I think
You can see Gordon.
We've not got the ball to him probably enough because he seems to have the beating of their right back.
Yeah. What's the ref giving there?
I don't know, but again, he was very confident in doing so.
He's pointing here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that in the Prem. That if Tierney was given a wrong decision, but at least he's good.
Do you reckon that would kind of maybe ease the pressure off British referee Anthony Gordon?
Oh, brilliant!
Oh,
lucky. Touch was brilliant there.
Yeah, it was. And now look at this. Look how quick AC Milan can get back on the counter attack with Theo Hernandez. They don't mess around. And already
he's done well in slowing them up, though.
He did, but now they're already on the edge of our box again. Back stick.
Olivier Giroud, you are 36. Remember that.
Fabian Schär's looking pensive.
Mm.
Did he foul Giroud? Are we going to get VAR here? Oh no, Botman went into Giroud. To be fair, Botman didn't take his eyes off the ball.
No, Giroud's went for a acrobatic thing and just made himself look a tit, and that's why he's asking for something.
Yeah. Nothing's been given anyway. We're playing on. Trippier's into the Milan half now. About halfway inside. So this is what I don't like. Look how deep Isaac's having to come. Longstaff. Go on. Oh,
Go on.
Shot blocked from Gordon.
It could have been
Can I have that as a shot on target?
Look at this now. Leao's away.
Brilliant for Botman.
Brilliant from Byrne. Brilliant from the back line. Well done. Just going to show that, as we rightly highlighted before the game, that's obviously where Milan's threat lies.
It'd be interesting to see if Miggy does come on and how he competes with it.
Was that Dan Byrne?
Yeah.
I mean, Isaac then was like in a central midfield position.
Oh. He's enjoying this, Bruno, isn't he? Yeah. Every time he gets a ball, he's looking good.
Vindication for a lot of these guys. A vindication for your Brunos, for your Trippiers. That they've been proven right to join Newcastle when they were 19th in the Premier League.
Very interesting. I know there's been a couple of little challenges in, but there's no sign of any cards yet.
Oh, you're thinking about your pocket, aren't you?
Yep.
Just showing a replay of Raphael Leao's. It was Jacob Murphy who eventually cleared the shot that did come off the line. But Newcastle have a free kick. Right, 45 yards out.
Oh, Sven Botman. Sven Botman to get one here would be glorious, wasn't it?
Well, they've played it around.
They've
They've not
yeah.
launched it in. Oh, Cher has now, but
Cher
it's gone
has.
absolutely nowhere. Or has it?
Fine, Stanburn. A lot for you to do there.
I'll throw in.
Tell you what, they're getting frustrated. That's.
Oh, we've got our first yellow card for dissent.
No, we got a yellow card.
Tonali, you don't play for them now. Go on, keep going. Send him off. Edgy little git.
Referee, that should have been a red card even though I wasn't watching it.
I completely agree.
Well, that's a nice little ball for Longstaff.
Go on, Sean.
Can he go on, hit it, Murph. Hit it! Oh!
Better, boys, better.
That was a nice little move there. Oh, on the reverse angle, it never looked like going.
They've done him dirty there, haven't they? They've done him absolutely dirty with that.
Between the post and the crossbar.
I know. Look at the way that referee brandished the yellow to Calabria. Or Calabria.
Have that.
Pronunciations are going to have to be worked on a bit.
I'm just trying to think of anyone's from the top. Who was that Polish winger that used to play for Dortmund? Was it Blaszczykowski?
Yeah, him. Big fan of him. Loved his early work.
Come on, boys. Ball goes faster than you.
That's right. That's what Charlie learned in football training this week. The ball travels faster than any of the players.
It does. There's a great bit in Smash Film Goal.
Yeah.
Where the manager's teaching that to Santiago.
What's the name of the manager? That's the trivia question. I want the answer by half time in the comments. What was the name of the manager in goal?
I don't know.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking the people in YouTube land. Get the answers in the comments. You've got 3 minutes plus stoppage time to get your correct answer. The first one to get it right wins pride.
And I'll give you...
No, we're not giving them anything. Before you even say. Before you know... 1,000 chocolate... You can pay for it then.
Okay.
If you want to take 1,000 chocolate bars off a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Another one. Who in the modern day of football would you say is the closest to being a Gavin Harris?
I'm not seeing any answers in the chat with any.
I am keeping an eye. No, there's nothing yet.
Absolute. Come on, team. Sebastian. I'm guessing you mean Sebastian Bassong there, Mike. Good guy, Seb Bassong. Been on the channel twice. Good dude. Very good at the old media work as well. So I'm glad he's getting a run out with Sky tonight. Good dude. 2 minutes till half time plus stoppage time. There's not been many stoppages though, so we shouldn't see any ridiculous amount of stoppage time. Because I'm not being funny, it's getting out of hand in the Premier League.
Yeah, well they've adapted the World Cup style of what do you call it? Something with added time, just taking every minute. They were doing it for the. I watched the Forest game last night, and they were keeping an eye on every minute.
Crazy, like 9 minutes in the second half on ours. And there was more stoppages in the first half, I thought.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I was.
Producer Carl updating these graphics. He is?
Yeah.
I thought he'd just say, yeah, lads, Kelly has got the right answer. It's Eric Dornhelm. He was the Newcastle manager in goal.
Mum.
Yeah, it probably is your mum. Yeah, she's downstairs.
Andy Griffin's just had a mention. We goal against Juve.
Yeah, but he wasn't the manager in goal, was he? Wish he was. Doesn't live too far away from me, Andy Griffin. To see, I don't like this whenever they get down their left, and Teo Hernandez is fantastic.
But it's all coming from the left, isn't it?
Yeah. As they move it to the right. Oh, see it out. He's stopped it going out for a corner, have they? Yeah, for throwing.
Let's have some chocolate balls.
No stoppage time at all.
That's half time. No stoppage time.
That is half time.
Excuse me, I'm trying to do a link at the end of the first half. Honestly. People watch this for professional broadcasting.
For me.
For you, no, they don't watch it for you, mate.
Yeah, for me.
That's half time anyway. It's AC Milan 0, Newcastle United 0. We've had to ride a bit of a storm midway through that first half, didn't we? Rafael Leao should have made it 1-0, but he fell over instead, which I'm all for. Andy, thoughts?
Yeah, I think we need to come in with a new game plan at half time for those two. They're just getting a lot of freedom coming in from that left hand side, and I think this was the main thing to worry about with AC Milan was that left hand side, and it's proven to be a problem so far. Probably should have went 1-0 up, but Leao just went that bit too far, didn't he? And then tripped over himself. It was almost like a Joe Linton moment where Joe Linton's shot hit his own head, but
that was funny. I still look back at that very, very fondly.
Well, it's Lee Ryder's tweet, isn't it, from the Chronicle, whose tweet's iconic, where it's like Joe Linton's shots just hit his own head.
Yeah, that epitomised Joe Linton 1.0. Pre beast mode Joe Linton. Yeah, but we're many miles away from that now. Look, we're in the game. We've made it to half time. We've weathered some storm. We've had some good possession. We've had some decent half chances. We've not had anything clear cut yet. I think Isaac's having to come too deep. We need something to get the ball to him in a more kind of threatening area.
Would you like us, because there's been the debate going about for a couple of weeks now about shifting to a 4-2-3-1?
I mean, I've been on about that ever since I joined the channel, but this was like 4 years ago. But if you were to say like 20 minutes, and we saw how Brighton's 4-2-3-1 was so effective against our 4-3-3 the other week. You could bring Wilson on for Longstaff.
Yeah.
Bruno and Tonali sit. Play Isaac in a 10, just behind Wilson.
I'll tell you who I think could play well in the 10 role, though. I think Gordon could be effective from 10.
Yeah.
But as a free roaming number 10, I think Gordon would cause a lot of bother.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all. I think you could put Alma on there as well, Isaac, whatever. There's plenty of options. We have options. So
I think the thing that impresses me the most with Gordon is he's passing, and then moving. I think we've missed that kind of. Sometimes you see when it will pass and it's just static. Well, Gordon's constantly looking to kind of change the direction of play and get in any way he can.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them where the final pass, the final ball might just be lacking a little bit so far, but let's not nitpick because we're halfway into the first game of our first Champions League match in 20 years. And it's not going badly. We have looked bright, and yes, their threat has come all down their left hand side as we knew it would. But you can't say that Trippier and Murphy haven't done well.
No, not at all. Murphy's done well a couple of times, tracking back and just kind of holding Theo Hernandez up, and I think that's probably the best thing that you can do with him is kind of do whatever you can to kind of slow that pace and slow that counter attack, which Murphy's done effectively a couple of times. It's just whether or not I would trust Miggy to do it.
Yeah, I know how much Miggy's turning into a very polarizing figure lately, isn't he? Get your thoughts, get your comments in about that first half. Would you like to see any changes at half time? What would they be? And don't forget to smash the like button. And you've got so much to look forward to after the game. Again, I said this before the game started. Lee, Harry, Johnny, they're all over in the San Siro. This evening for the game, it will take them a little bit to get all the videos out later because of the security nature in the San Siro, and I think the away fans are in there for an hour after the home fans are let out. So it's going to take them a little while to get the videos out later on this evening. But looking at the atmosphere around the San Siro, I'm very much, I don't know about you, Andy, but I'm very much looking forward to the old vlog.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to give you that inside access to the ground that you wouldn't have gotten unless you were there. The San Siro is probably one of my favourite grounds in world football, and I've never been. But it just, I think, for how unique it is, I mean, it's a beautiful ground, and it would be a shame if they were to knock it down.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these new stadiums. I think these old grounds, especially, and it applies.
They need to start giving new grounds character, don't they? I'm sick of seeing this generic bowl.
Yes.
I mean, it's all very impressive what they can do with the inside of them, but I mean, the only now modern the renovations they've done with the Bernabeu. I mean, that place is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it is. Again, I apologise if I sound snuffy and I'm sneezing and I'm coughing. I am ill, which is why we're not in the junction tonight, as well as Carl, producer Carl. He's in the lovely Lake District. I think he's in Bonus on Windermere, in a lovely Green King pub. I think it was called the Royal Oak. I'm not sure. But it's got fantastic reviews, as all Green King pubs do. They're just showing some of the old highlights on TNT now. Leo obviously is the pick. He's sold. I mean, when he's had 2 or 3 bites at the cherry from about 7 yards out, there was still 6 Newcastle players in the box, and he still had them all on their bikes.
Is that Murphy that cleared it off the line?
Yes.
Yeah. See, defensive work. That's what I like from Murphy. I think he's definitely more of a right midfielder than a right winger.
Oh, yeah. Would Almiron have been back clearing it off the line?
No. Miggy wouldn't have been there.
I think he would have been back. I don't think he would have been on the line.
Yeah, he'll have been somewhere.
Yes.
Striding with his left foot.
You can't argue with that.
No.
He'd be somewhere. Carl's brother is on the telly again. Just for a very brief second. Yeah. Hogging the limelight. He's like Jason. He's very much the Jason Tyndall. He's not even a part of NFTV. Is Carl's brother, but you know. But yeah, hopeful. What are your overall thoughts and feelings? Let's lean forward and read some comments. King Cooper 11. I don't think AC Milan have been that good. Milan has done well to capitalise on our mistakes, but other than that, I feel Newcastle has held the ball well. Bit of. I don't think we've been that sloppy in possession. I will say that, but it's just about the final ball and manoeuvring ourselves into a good position.
Yeah.
Charlie has a ginger.
It just is that left.
Right. All right. Have you 5 minutes of fame with your gingerbread? What did you think of the first half?
Good.
What do you think the final score will be?
1-0 to Newcastle.
1-0 to Newcastle. I think what Charlie masterfully pointed out there was that the first goal is going to be crucial.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Are you chomping on your pizza? Sorry.
No, not. Yeah, I think it's one of them games. I think I thought it might be a little bit of a goal fest with it being the first one, but I think it's going to be a smash and grab job from either side. I think it could finish 1-0 either way.
I mean, I'm fully aware that the Milan derby finished 5-1 on Sunday, but it's not very often. I mean, Italian sides aren't known for their free-flowing, high-scoring games, are they?
I mean, they've just had a bollocking off Ibra as well, so I wouldn't like the second one personally.
I mean, but have they though? Because didn't he play for Inter as well?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, he went. So he was at Inter. Did he go? No, he went.
He's been everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think in what order. I did it during the main cover times. Obviously, I know you've got it again. God, I'm so 2020. But I did it at my sport round. I did a question about the teams that Ibra and Beckham both played for. I think it's 5 of them, but then there's only
because you forget about Beckham's stints at PSG and AC Milan, don't you? Because you think, well, after LA Galaxy, that was that sort of thing. But no, he just turned up here, there, and everywhere, didn't he?
I did that, and then I had a bonus point for naming the teams that they played for at the same time.
Oh,
I think was it only PSG?
I was going to say it's got to be one of those.
It was definitely PSG, but I can't remember if they were AC at the same time because Ibra had his Inter stint before AC Milan. I think. I want to say
he's had a couple of stints at AC.
Yeah, but I think it was before. Inter was beforehand. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I've got that right. Barca was before.
Yeah.
And then he's had an impressive career. I mean, certainly towards the back end, I think it was probably more impressive.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Do you think we could see the likes of Harvey Barnes and people like that come off the bench?
Harvey Barnes is probably an interesting one.
What did you make of him against Brentford?
You showed bits of promise. Obviously, the first half is what I saw of us really being in. I couldn't have been higher in level 7 if I tried, and then especially being on the Leazers wall rather than being on the Milburn, you don't get to see much of it. But I quite like the little. I was talking to the Lee about this on the last word. If you haven't watched that yet, go and watch. Go and check that out. But I was saying about it was almost reminiscent of the pivot that Willock and Joe Linton had last season, where they were taking turns, like both trying to go inside. I think he's a player that's only going to come with more confidence each game he plays. And he's had people forget as well, Harvey Barnes is one of the only players we've had that's had Champions League experience as well.
Yes. Good point. Fabian Schär has as well, you know.
Yeah, Basel.
Yeah, it must have been because it wasn't. I don't think Deportivo were in it when he was. No. Deportivo, were
they? Or Hoffenheim. He was at before.
He was at Hoffenheim at the same time as Joe Linton was, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Was he there? I don't think Hoffenheim will have been in the Champions League.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, Trippier,
Bruno, Leon.
Botman with Lille? Lille were in the Champions League last season. Yeah.
100%. So already there, you've named. We've got 5 or 6. That's how good half the team there that still got Champions League experience. So there's positives there. More Newcastle interest later on tonight as final take off on Celtic because Minter, who's been
he's on fire at the minute, isn't he?
Really quite exciting. He's not starting games, but he's coming on and he's scoring.
Well, did you see Qual's finish as well the other night?
Oh, for Volendam, yeah.
Yeah, I think they got battered, but his finish was impeccable.
Yeah. So, Milan making a change at half-time.
Oh, Florenzi. There's a Shermanator.
Happy birthday, Matty Target. That was yesterday.
Happy birthday to Target.
It's Trippier's birthday today.
I wonder if he got any more disposable vapes for his birthday.
It looks like there might be more than one change from Milan. The way he's
it could work in our hands, you know. I think their manager's going to be in a panic state.
He's under pressure, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's every chance by the time.
Oh my God! Have you seen who it is? It's the LeBron James of soccer.
What, Pulisic?
I don't. The LeBron James of this game. That's amazing. That.
What?
Have you not seen it? It's on that the American show that Pawn Stars.
I don't get American cultural references.
No, it's he's got like someone's brought in a signed Pulisic match worn shirt.
Yes,
like, this guy's like the LeBron James of soccer.
Are they making 3 changes at the break?
You can make 5.
Yeah, I know, but
either that or they're filling the pre-order in for the team's tea later.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, hot dog. Yeah, I mean, there's every chance. I mean, the teams are in the just mingling in the tunnel. Just
wishful thinking from Liao.
Very much so on the Newcastle United side, just chilling with Tonali. A lot of the Milan players now are coming to give Tonali a cuddle. Tonali is not reciprocating the cuddle.
Why?
Love it.
Because he's all business.
Because he's not playing for AC Milan.
Correct, Mundo. I mean, I'm going to make a point before about the Milan manager being under a lot of pressure. There's every chance he's not the manager when they come to St James's.
If things keep going the way they are.
Teams are coming back out on the pitch for the second half, and the referee is just oozing confidence.
He knows what he wants, that referee, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? He is. I bet he'll be running down the catwalk at Fashion Week in a couple of days.
Just pointing.
You never gave me your verdict about the home shirts as well. Right, Florenzi is coming on for Milan. It just looks like the one change.
What about the home shirts?
To change at right back. Do you prefer the plain white?
I like that. I do like the plain white. It's huge. I think it looks better than black. I think when they do the big black patches, they look a bit naff. But
yeah. Florenzi's on for Calabria at right back, who was obviously booked for dissent in the first half. Obviously doesn't want Gordon running at him whilst on a yellow.
Smart change. Gordon was having his life as well.
Hey?
Gordon was having his life.
Yeah, he was. Well, like many right backs up and down the land, Gordon has had him for pace. As Milan get the second half underway.
Here we go.
So I'm on 45:05, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, we're nailed on now.
Beautiful. So you've just seen Nick Pope head the ball out.
Yeah. This is my point about Nick Pope needing a bungee rope.
Yeah, do you still get sort of brown trouser stains when you see him venture out of his 18-yard box?
Yeah, it's just getting nervous. It's like when Toyota used to have the ball and God rest his soul in our half. We've had a lovely comment from War Josh there. So says he just came in. Yeah, he says I just came in to say you both are doing a cracking job and both look stunning.
Oh, he's a boy, isn't he? Yeah, you can tell he's his mother's son. Oi.
Yeah.
Look how deep Isaac's having to come. He's midway in his own half. I don't like this. This is reminding me of like what Harry Kane had to do for Tottenham because they couldn't carve up a chance for him. And look where that ended up.
Yeah, it just seems at the minute we'll have that little bit missing behind the striker. It just seems to be like a bit of a gap there.
I mean, he's in the box now. If we can find him with a lovely cross in, which Murphy tries, but it's headed away by Tomori, I think.
Did well to work himself a space there, though.
Yeah, better. Now then, Oh, Gordon. Now then. Tonali.
Shoot.
Blocked.
Oh.
With a header.
Oh, now hoofed away by AC Milan. Italians known for their finesse, hoofing the ball away.
Botman's absolutely sold Giroud for that header there.
As well he should. Oh, Trippier's done well to keep that in.
Yeah, he has.
I think it's juice. He knows it's juice. Sorry, I was doing
Like a pit bull tonight, Bruno.
He's a man for this occasion, and like there is. I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to be seen as that guy, but I look. The fact remains, this is what I feel in my heart, that I would have loved to have seen St Maximin on a night like this.
Yeah. What? Run down the left hand side, do a few step overs.
Yeah. Take him off after 60 minutes. I'd be happy with that. Does that, I mean, chalk that up as a shot off target.
Gordon looks more and more Geordie every time I see him.
He's getting there, isn't
he?
Yeah. He'll start using the word Raj soon instead of maggot. No. 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 Other way, please. What do you want?
Nothing.
No. You can come round that way. Look at my expert parenting. Surely that's not naughty from Cher. Just leaning in with the old arm. Oh, he's got booked. Cher got booked for that.
It wasn't even a foul. He's lost at the referee. No.
As soon as Cher had both feet on the ground, the referee brandished that card. It was a thing of beauty. It wasn't a yellow card by any stretch of the imagination, but this is what I say. Referees of England need to make note. If you are making a shocking decision like that one, do it with style. Do it with confidence. And you get away with it.
I am grateful for the Fabian Shaw close-up, though.
Aren't we all?
Beautiful, man.
I'm going to go get to sleep at night. Tonali certainly hasn't looked phased, has he, about his return to the San Siro. Cross come in. Oh, Leao was all alone at the back post, but it didn't get to him, thankfully. Longstaff can bring it away. He's being wrestled to the floor. I don't think that's a foul, but it has been given. Nah.
Sean Longstaff, his communication with the officials has been great. He is a Brit abroad.
He is, isn't he? He'll be post-match meal. He'll be there tonight going, all right, chips.
Hey, your pizza's brilliant.
Oh, come on. Come on. It could have been better.
Dan Burn play. Oh, has that stayed it? Oh, no, he's just bought us. There was some nice little swaz on that clearance from Burn that's brought us.
It's all ball, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's bought us a few extra yards.
Do you think Dan Burn ever thought he'd be playing at this San Siro?
No. We've started the second half the stronger. Murphy's had a go, but he had visions of Spurs again, didn't he?
Yeah. He thought, French goalkeeper, this is going in.
Magnon's a bit better than Lloris, though, nowadays.
He thought Magnon was Lloris because they're both friends, both goalie, but they're at different clubs.
Yeah. You can't argue with that.
And you're trying to do in the long shot that he did against Spurs.
So that's a soft foul, isn't it? That wouldn't have been given in the Premier League.
I'll let you know in a second because my stream just died. I'm now behind.
Oh no.
What minute are you on?
51.45 because I pay for my BT subscription. My TNT.
50, 51, 52. Ooh!
I genuinely thought they'd scored then with the way you went, ooh. But it was fired harmlessly wide from 25 yards out. You absolutely sold me then. Never
I
in
need
any.
to bring it down to Gary Neville levels of ooh. There's some monotone. Oh. Mike's asking who do we think will come on as a sub.
I think just because of I think the first sub you'll see from our perspective will be Almiron.
Yeah.
Because just because of the fact that he didn't start Saturday, didn't start tonight.
What about Wilson?
Wilson played
It was an interesting that one night that he's went with Murphy. I don't think no one saw that coming.
No. Or unless he's going. I mean, now he has to think as well of Sunday. Is this a clue? You'll probably know in about half hour's time whether or not he'll go back to starting Barnes, Wilson, and maybe Miggy on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because that's where the majority of his changes will happen. Hasn't really got the scope to make many changes in the midfield because of injuries to Willock and Jolinton.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the left-hand side of our pitch when both Jolinton and Willock are fit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh!
Chance. Oh. I don't like it when you're ahead of me.
Bruno with a Champions League patch on his arm just looks right, doesn't it?
It just does look right. It just looks.
I know the youths go on a lot about aura. Now that's a thing.
Do they?
Yeah.
Take your word for it. Definitely. I mean, 10 minutes into the second half, we've definitely started the brighter of the two sides, which is.
I mean, we started the first 10 sharp in the first half. We've kind of mimicked it. Chances have looked closer, obviously, apart from Murphy's.
Yeah, I suppose that's the only thing that's missing, that we haven't had that one opening, that real clear-cut chance, have we?
Well, that's not a foul.
No, that's not a foul at all.
That again is not a foul. For Christ's sake!
He's
starting to annoy us now.
That is a foul. Is this going to be a? No, it's not a yellow for Tonali, but yeah, that was. Yeah, well, yeah, it just is. Tonali on. Where is it? Dangerous area this is as well now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Milan's right hand side. We're at 5 yards outside the penalty area. They'll be looking to cross this in. Keep an eye out for Giroud.
Cleared. Well cleared as well.
Thanks for. Do you know what? I hate suspense, so I actually really appreciated it that time.
At least we won't have these problems when we're back in the Green King pubs.
No, I know. Again, if you've just joined us, producer Carl is away on his hollybobs in the lakes. I am ill. You, Andy, cannot be blamed for anything. You were happy to do whatever. So just for this one, you'll be at the junction on Sunday, won't you?
Oh, that most. Of course I will.
Well, you'll have a special guest with you as well on Sunday.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Yeah.
Are we leading into more? Is it a special surprise guest, or are we leading more into it? Or
No, I'm not leading more into it. I'm just saying you'll have a bit of a guest on. It's just not on. It's it's someone interesting. It's not anyone. It's not like as a Milan free kick gets delivered in. I'm assuming it's been cleared because you're not tearing up.
oh. How then? You've got us on the edge of my seat here.
Oh no! I'll tell you after.
All right.
Again, it's nothing nothing major. Just a bit of a guest, just to come and have a chat with just to promote an upcoming event / product.
Maybe he should have stayed on his feet there.
That's a free kick.
He could have stayed up there. Would have been away.
I would argue that's a yellow card.
Hmm.
Because, like you say, he was away there, Murphy. We're getting towards the hour mark, so will Eddie Howe be thinking about making a change now?
Yeah, 70 minutes. Eddie Howe religiously makes him on the 70th minute, doesn't he?
I don't know. Do you think he'll be happy with the way
We're
it's
not
gone
losing.
so far?
I think you've got to be happy if we're not losing. I mean, I know you said we're not here to take part. We're here to compete, but I think we have competed so far.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't looked overawed, have we?
Drawing away from home is far from the worst thing that can happen. So I think for the minute you'll be wouldn't say happy but pleased.
Oh, and there we go again. It had to happen. It had to happen. It happened in the first half. It's happened in the second.
Goes down more than Fabian Shaw.
It does, doesn't it? Tiring legs. Miggy Almiron is the point that Mike is in the chat.
Yeah.
In that side.
Yeah, I think he will. It'll probably be Murphy to come off on it, I think.
Yes, of course it probably will be unless you're giving Gordon a rest. But if it is Murphy, then Murphy hasn't done bad by any stretch of the imagination. Gordon's away here, isn't he?
If it's Murphy, you've got to then shift him over to the left, which I've not really seen him play much on there. Unless you would bring Harvey Barnes on as well. If you were talking about Russ and Gordon.
These are the dilemmas that's that we're facing this season.
That's a fantastic challenge. Sorry.
That was a fantastic challenge. That's Kieran Trippier. Now then, this is better. Slightly quicker counter attack. Slightly quicker transition. This is more like it.
Oh, unlucky. He was offside.
That is offside. Better though. Promising. Oh, I've got to sort this out. Very promising.
Here comes Pulisic.
Pulisic is on. Chukwuezi's going off.
That makes it a bit easier.
And it's a double change from Milan. So who else is coming on?
Rangers?
Yes.
Rangers?
Good player.
Oh no, that makes it a bit harder.
Good player. Newcastle have someone warming up. Who was that? Was that Elliot Anderson?
I think it was Mickey Hamlin, but I wasn't even looking.
Or was it Miguel Almiron? Did I just see a number 24?
Oh yeah, we've got Callum Wilson and Miggy.
Callum Wilson and Miggy. Yes.
I saw number 24, Miggy.
Now, do you take Gordon off and put Isak on the left?
I don't mind it, mate. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind it at all.
I don't know whether Anthony Gordon's blowing a bit with playing the full 90 the other night.
You can't blame him, can you? Because he'll probably be starting on Sunday as well. Well, it's a goal kick to Newcastle, so you'd like to think this is when the change is going to be made.
Smash and grab, yeah. Well, it's Murphy off for Wilson. It is Gordon off. It's Isaac getting pushed over to the left-hand side.
Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. This is why I don't mind Isaac to the left. I don't like to see him start there.
Oh, Miggy.
Big moment for Callum Wilson as well, isn't it?
Yeah, massively. Another one that came in, believed in the project when we were...
No, he came in before then.
Well, I know, but like, still believed that the club was going to do something or other.
And that was when Steve Bruce was in charge. So, just under half an hour of normal time left. Milan have made 3 changes. Newcastle have now made 2 changes. Isaac out on the left with Wilson as the now focal point striker, which it allows Isaac to come deeper as he was doing, but we've still got someone up top, haven't we?
Do you think we've made these changes earlier because they have? Do you think
Possibly.
We've went because they have?
Do you think? Well, I would fire a question back at you to say that do you think Eddie Howe's made these changes because he can smell a potential victory?
I mean, the chances are there. There's not been very many.
Save.
There's not been many poaching chances, which I would say that Callum Wilson, as we know, is very good at.
He needs one though.
By his perfectly fine, nothing wrong with a goal against Brentford at the weekend.
No foul given. We're back in possession here. Now Miggy's got it. His first chance to open the taps. He's coming quite narrow as well, really. He's not that wide. That's a nice move, though. But he's just, asking a bit too much of Bruno. Fresh legs.
Getting a bit of a foothold, like getting a hold of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to make a point as well that fresh legs in Miggy would you'd like to think would help negate the threat of their left-hand side a bit more.
We've had a comment there from Sean Moss saying, how have Milan failed to score this game? I think the only big chance was the Leao one, which he should have scored, but apart from that, I don't think they've had many clear cut.
Yeah, it was just good. Well, to answer the question, how has Milan not scored in this game? Because Leao fell over. That's our throw, surely. It is our throw.
Never mind topless Milanese. Where's the topless Geordies at? They've not shown the away end much.
No, they haven't. Obviously,
I'm surprised
it's not TNT's feed, is it?
No.
It's the European feed, so.
I do like the font.
Don't mind it.
But yeah, I think they definitely need to be selling the Champions League shirts though.
I think it's a matter of time. It wouldn't surprise me if they were
full time.
That, or they'll definitely be on sale in time for our next home game, which I think is Burnley at home.
Yeah.
Our first Saturday at 3 p.m.
It'd be interesting to see what policy they bring in then. Whether or not they'll do the print on the Champions League print on these ones.
Don't know. Having a good, decent spell of possession here now, aren't we?
Yeah, Miggy seems to have livened things up on the right-hand side as well.
Zlatan's in the crowd. Looks like Bill Gates in front of him.
Wait, Zlatan?
Yeah, he's in the crowd watching.
Do let us know in the comments so far who's been your man of the match.
Yes, it's getting to that time of day, isn't it? Early contenders. Who would you say?
Gordon. I'd say Gordon.
You'd say Gordon. I mean, there was a late challenge on Longstaff, but the referee told him to play on. Andy, mute your YouTube feed.
Can you hear you coming through my mic? Me one AirPod's just died, so I'm currently having to listen through my laptop audio.
That's an issue.
Is that any better?
No.
No.
Free kick.
Yeah, that's 100% free kick.
Right, well. That any better?
Well, yes, it is.
It is, right. I've enabled the echo cancellation thing.
Lovely stuff.
Again, hopefully for the next the next Champions League games, and especially for the next game coming up, we won't have these struggles.
No,
We'll be back
I think
in familiar
we're
settings.
all as a collective. I think we're all holidayed out. We're all. I'm not planning to get ill again for the foreseeable. So I think we'll be okay. It's just a bit of a one-off, this one. Normal service will be resumed on Sunday at the junction.
Yeah.
Loftus-Cheek needs to go and get a life, but it's fine. It's landed in Nick Pope's hands. 20 minutes to go. Pope's rolled it straight out to Alex Isaac. You kind of get the feeling he wants to stretch his legs a little bit, but he's delivered a delicious crossfield pass to Almiron, who has time and... Oh no, it's Trippier. Time and space aplenty. Almiron's further up the pitch. That a free kick, ref? Any chance? No?
Not a clue how that's on a free kick.
Teo Hernandez has just tried a shot.
Loftus-Cheek needs to come off, doesn't he? Knackered.
He's gone down. I think he's had enough.
Who else?
Loftus-Cheek.
It's rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek is going to be replaced. Remember when we beat AC Milan to the signing of... No, not Sven Botman. Jeff Hendrick.
I don't beat AC Milan with that.
Where did he end up again?
Is it
Sheffield?
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, yeah.
It's an interesting one. Hayden going to Standard Liège.
I like Isaac Hayden. I've not
I do.
Not got
Didn't
a bad...
put it wrong. I mean, was he 500k was signing from or cheaper?
Say again, sorry.
Hayden, he was only something like $500,000 or even cheaper, I think.
Something like that, yeah. Look, he's not a bad word to say about him.
No.
He needs to stay fit. It was a big opportunity missed with Norwich last year and missed most of the season with injury. It's just, if he can get a full season, doesn't matter what league he's in, then he's still got a lot to offer any team.
Yeah.
He just doesn't fit into this type of team. This Eddie Howe. He's not an Eddie Howe kind of player. He's not that fluid enough on the ball.
No, he's interesting. He's got number 11 across there. Oh, here comes Elliot Anderson.
The Geordie Maradona enters.
For Tonali.
Interesting. Is that you've come back with an injury. Let's give you 70 minutes because I want to play you on Sunday, kind of substitution.
Yeah, I think it's going to be crucial in making sure we keep up our Premier League run now. So
he's getting a great reception as well from the home end. Elliot Anderson
looked decent in spells, I thought, on Saturday. I mean, this is massive for him getting Champions League minutes so early on in his professional career as well.
Just goes to show what a good loan spell can do for a player.
Yeah.
Because that spell at Bristol Rovers, all right, it's little old Bristol Rovers. I think it was down in League Two at the time, but it was so important.
Do you think this is what we're maybe testing the waters with moves out to Holland, that we're testing the waters for a kind of partner club to send players that are unknown to?
Yeah, just any club that are going to actually play our loan players is a start, and it looks like,
because there was talk that they want to kind of follow in the footsteps of the City group and acquire like a couple of clubs.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It's like, oh, we're in trouble here. Oh my word! It's gone over. Who would have known? I didn't even know Rafael Leao was that good in the air. That's only just gone over the top as well, Fantastic header.
Give him the roof of the net.
In between Cher and Trippier, made a fantastic run. That would have been an awesome goal if Rafael Leao would have scored that. Brilliant run in between the lines. So much so it made me cough. We've got a chance to break. Go on, keep pressing. Callum Wilson hasn't had a single sniff since he's come on, has he?
He's keeping up that high press, which he does so well, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I mean, that one with Spurs where they try to play it back where Lloris came miles out his box.
Oh, Anderson's been done.
Fantastic from Miguel Almiron on that mind.
Oh, superb. Vital. Teo Hernandez was about to rasp that in the bottom corner.
Mike in the comments saying that Rico Henry's out for the season.
Milan are just starting to pick things up and find that extra gear now, aren't they? 15 minutes to go with normal time. They've got a corner. It's going to be an in-swinger.
Bloody hell.
Oh, great block. It's going to come out again. Great block again.
No one forward.
Would you take a point now if it was offered?
Yeah. Especially at the minute, we've not had it seems to be another big spell where we haven't had the ball.
Yeah, we've not had a clear-cut chance, have we? We've not played bad.
No. Tonali hasn't played 90 minutes for us yet, has he?
No.
Or am I being stupid?
No, he hasn't. And things seem to go wrong every time he gets substituted. I don't want to be the like.
Dan Burn needs to give up that chase. He's ended up massively out of position there.
Well, yeah, he's now right-sided centre back all of a sudden. Oh, hang on, we've won it back. Miggy's away. Miggy's away. He's got no one up with him though. Can Wilson get their 5 Milan shirts back? Miggy's wrestling, but he's eventually lost an inevitable losing battle. But Miggy's been good since he's come on. You can't
Yeah,
deny that.
it's just I think Milan have a lot of pace at the back, especially on that left-hand side between Theo Hernandez and Tomori as well. Leipzig have just went 2-1 up away at Young Boys.
Yeah. Schlager, 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 Schlager. That was to the tune of Born Slippy by Underworld for all you 90s fans out there. Let that go. Oh, don't let that go, actually. He's there. Oh, it's a Milan throw, and just the referee just does it with such finesse. So Isaac doesn't want. If you look at Isaac now, he doesn't totally want to commit to going all the way back. He kind of does want to loiter and be a bit of a link man to Wilson.
I think this is going to be the way to do it, though. Play
Milan
out dirty away, and then
Milan aren't committing masses of men forward.
Yeah, that's the problem because they're leaving Tamori far back, and he's just got buckets of pace to chase back with.
Ooh, that'll do. To Teo Hernandez with them late runs into the box always gets on the end of summer.
He comes from nowhere, doesn't he? That's Miggy not watching him there, though.
Yeah. He's just done enough to put him off.
I think Elliot Anderson felt that one. You just see his face on that replay where he brought that second one.
Magnon's down. Which he hasn't really had anything to do for 20 minutes. And it could be pretty serious. And Milan got subs left.
Yeah, because they've only done 3.
They've made 4, I think.
No. 4. Yeah, they made 4. They got 1 left. That's a shame. That could have made things interesting. Yeah, he's coming off.
Who is?
Magnon. Milan are changing their goalkeeper with just over 10 minutes to go here.
I don't know whether it's because I can only see his upper torso, but that keeper looks quite small for a keeper.
Scoring a goal here.
Possibly. I mean, Mike Magnon's he hasn't had. You knew it was serious when he went down because he's had next to nothing to do for a good while now. It's the past 15 minutes. He's gone off the ball. Charlie, did you hear that?
No.
No. Good.
Why?
My 6-year-old was farting on rocket speed.
This is why you watch NFTV.
Marco Sportiello is coming on in goal for Mike Maignan.
The numbers in Italian football are mental, aren't they?
Let's scoring a goal.
Now, new keeper, 10 minutes to go.
I think we can handle this one.
Do you chuck some testers at him? Shoot on sight affair?
Oh, wait, aye. Of course you do.
So that's all Milan subs use.
I'm just trying to think who can hit them from distance. Up top
Fabian Schär.
Yeah.
Jacob Murphy when he came off.
Yeah.
Miguel on, but he can't shoot long shot because
he can. Well, sort of in and around.
4 attempts to their 22.
Yeah, but like you say, where give me the XG stats because I bet theirs isn't much over 1.
Two Leo chances, the header and the one where he overly did it.
That
sloppy play though from Milan.
Yeah, all that was.
Telling Bruno to carry forward. Right, thank you, because there now needs to be cards in those situations. How many times have they done that where we've looked to break away and they've brought
play? That's a great point. Every time Bruno's tried to make the breakaway and tried to carry the ball 15, 20 yards, he gets taken out. So, yeah.
That's where Bruno's so good as well, carrying the ball forward and turning the game round.
Yeah, Musa's gone into the book there for Milan. So we've got a free kick in the Milan half, like level with the edge of the.
A lot of black and white shirts up.
Eddie Howe and James.
Sent it. Dan Burns there. Oof. Fuck off.
Corner? Dan Burn wanted a corner there.
Yeah.
I wanted a corner.
He let the referee know he wanted a corner and all.
Milan aren't bothering with the playing it out from the back from goal kicks now, are they?
No.
That was a long
Dan
ball.
Burn gave Pulisic a lot of space there. Dan Burn's lacking the pace now. I think his legs are looking tired.
Yeah, he was beaten very easily then, wasn't he? Is that another
yellow card for AC Milan?
Yeah, Giroud's gone in the book.
And unsurprisingly, surprisingly, not for that haircut.
I mean, he needs to have a word. Yeah, Giroud's gone in with his arm on Longstaff, going up for a header. We're into the 84th minute. Milan. Oh.
Botman stitched them up there.
You've just had some. That's sloppy. That was poor from Botman. Absolutely stitched Longstaff up. We're lucky to get the throw in ourselves. We had the ball. No kind of. Stop making noises because you're making me think something's bad happening, and I don't like surprise. Oh, I can see why you made the noise though. Oh, Daniel Byrne. That he played that for
Class that son.
Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne. What a tackle. Won the goal kick as well.
My heart is saying, we are winning this game.
Well, we've got 6 minutes plus stoppage time to do it. Man of the match suggestions. Have you got any feelings?
Nick Pope.
Pope, yeah, I think Pope's a strong shout. A couple of half decent saves in the first half early on, wasn't there?
Bruno as well.
Bruno's done well. Gordon looked sharp. Didn't get the ball to him enough, really.
Just wondering these last few minutes whether we're starting to see our press come more into action.
It's a big ask, though, isn't it? 85 minutes.
Maybe Isaac.
No, Isaac hasn't done much.
Oh, come on.
Oh, great turn from Leao. Great defending. Done well to get it away, but it's back with Milan. Everyone's back apart from Wilson. Moved it out onto our left-hand side. Good goalkeeping from Nick.
Well, I think we're very much settled for this point, haven't we?
With the players we've got on the pitch, you would say no. I just want to see us have. Can we just carve one chance?
Yeah.
New goalkeeper. Just testing. I just want to see if we can just carve one little chance. But at the moment, it's Milan making the chances, and here they are charging into Newcastle's box. The cross comes in from Pulisic. The shot comes in from Pulisic, but it's away. Can Isaac break on the counter? No, and he's lost it. Teo Hernandez puts the ball in. Dan Burn heads it away. Burn's been good, although he was beaten easily about 5 minutes ago. On the whole, I think you can't criticise.
Yeah, it's solid.
Newcastle coming forward now into the Milan half. Elliot Anderson looks for Wilson, but he's asking a lot there, and it's rolled harmlessly to the Milan keeper, and they're back. The pace is quickened now. The pace in this game is quickened.
4-4-2?
Who?
Us?
No.
I think we are.
We're not. Isaac's on the left.
Isaac's now playing up top.
Was that Wilson on the left then?
Yeah.
Maybe we are. I'm so ill.
I don't know whether he's told Isaac to stay as the higher one up, because I think he's got the better dribbling ability out of the two.
Yeah. Good interception. Elliot Anderson followed it through. The ref's played on. Miggy can get away now. It's 3-on-3. Can he thread it through to one of the strikers? It's Longstaff.
Why freeze now?
Cross comes in. It's done nothing. Newcastle committed men forward, and now Milan are pressing and breaking away straight away. And all of a sudden, Milan have got 4 forward against the 5 defenders. Teo Hernandez shoots straight into the hands of Nick Pope. It was Giroud. Sorry, I'm so ill. I do apologise.
Can we get some sympathy for Sam in the chat?
No.
Get some little violins.
No. I don't want any. I don't want sympathy. Just give yourself a high five instead. That'll do for me. I'm not going to be angry. Don't worry about it. It happens. Eddie Howe's going apoplectic in his technical area.
Same colour as AC Milan shirts, hasn't
he? He knows a point on the board is close. And to go away from home in your first game to get a point on the board, that's a big achievement. You know?
Is there someone on the pitch, or what's happening here? Why we're not?
Krunic has been booked for AC Milan now. I mean, the referee will surely give a foul to Milan now, because otherwise we're in.
Wilson at his antics again.
It's got to be done, hasn't it? I'm not sure European referees will look on that too favourably. But we're into the 90th minute. No sign of any added time yet.
Because it's the 89th.
Yeah.
Forget the Crouch podcast used to have a word for it, for the term house.
Yeah.
Pulisic,
great tackle. Can we keep it in from getting a corner? I think so. Who was that? I think that was Bruno. Whew. Substitution. This has got to be for Newcastle because Milan don't have any left. And this is going to be
Harvey Barnes for Isaac.
Harvey Barnes for Isaac. You are absolutely spot on.
Oh, Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes. Oh. Frustrating night again for Isaac, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just don't seem to be getting the best out of him at the moment, and I don't think it's necessarily his fault, to be honest.
Well, I can't see really what's changed either. For like, the lineup's not changed dramatically from the not be getting kind of the opportunities that he was last season.
Still no idea of how much added time, because we are in injury time now. Milan have got a corner.
5
minutes of stoppage time, of which we have nearly played one of those minutes already. Milan have a corner. Pulisic is going to take it.
I'm not laughing.
Newcastle have pretty much everyone back. The cross comes in, it's deep. It's stopped by Barnes, but it still goes back into Milan's possession.
Ooh.
Wilson was charging out like a man possessed now, and still is. Milan have got space in between the lines. Newcastle have held a very, very deep line. The shot goes harmlessly over the bar, though, which is by and large what Newcastle have restricted AC Milan
from doing. Yeah.
I
think it's being solid defensively.
You will look at the stats in the middle of the screen there and see Milan's shots, and it'll be 20 something, but at least half of them have come from outside the box and gone nowhere near threatening.
We did get you some violins, by the way, Sam.
No, I don't want any violins. Go away.
This is the violin because he loves violin.
Being mocked by my own child.
Sorry.
3 minutes to play. Newcastle have a free kick just inside Milan's half. Imagine the scenes if we could nick this now. This could be the one chance we get. Now we finally see the away end on the telly. There's some topless Geordies there for you, Andy. Finally, you've had your fix. They've squared it. Trippier's going to deliver deep. I'm guessing he's going to look for Burn, but it's not going to get that far. And it's a very, very disappointing free kick move, and that's going to be a yellow card for Longstaff, I would have thought. Fantastic. Superb from Trippier. Not only did he win the ball, he kept the ball in, and Newcastle are back in possession with Bruno. And
their manager needs booked. Their manager needs booked.
That's why he's not the best player.
Pope has the ball in his hands now. 2 minutes to play. Would you look at... I mean, look, this is I was about to phrase a question very sillily. So I'm going to put it as a statement instead. You're going to look at a draw away from home in the Champions League as a very positive result, aren't you?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Wilson can't... The only kind of minute, kind of niggling little disappointment is that we haven't made the goalkeeper work at any...
Yeah, no, we haven't really had a... Has Miggy... What on earth has he went for there?
The press is happening, though. We're pressing. Miggy's pressing. Miggy's pressing.
Keep going.
It's forced some pressure from Milan, and we've got the ball back in possession now. Barnes could have done better with it.
Oh, that was Anderson.
It was Barnes. It was number 15.
Yeah, Barnes is 15, Anderson 32.
Yeah. Now then, we're on the right hand side with Almiron. He goes past one. He goes past two. He's looked for. Oh, you're ahead of me again, aren't you?
No.
Longstaff. Oh! Just over the bar, on the edge
Mine
of the bar.
keeps cutting out.
Be quiet. Stop. Oh, it's forced to save. The keeper saved it. Now we've made the keeper work.
Oh.
We've got a corner. Well,
can you imagine?
We've made the keeper work now.
Oh. Any of the corners there, it was in.
Tell you what
as well, mate. Sean Longstaff hasn't put a foot wrong.
No, very, very good. Two solid displays in the space of 3 days.
I think we've needed Longstaff's kind of stamina in this game as well.
This is going to be the last action of the game, and it's going to be a corner to Newcastle.
Sven Botman.
We're already in the 95th minute. We've gone past the 5 minutes added time. We best get time to take this now.
Can you imagine? Sven Botman now?
I don't care who it is, as long as it ends up in the net. 96th minute. Kieran Trippier is standing over the ball. Can he get a good cross in to test AC Milan with the last move of the game? In it comes. Goalkeeper gets it. It's another corner. The ref hasn't blown.
I am now well behind you.
The ref's blown. It's full time. He's not giving Newcastle a chance to take the other corner. That's it.
Tell you what, you would have taken that before...
It's finished 0-0. I'm a bit disappointed that we haven't... At first it didn't look like he was going to blow for full time, but he has. That's it. It's AC Milan 0. Newcastle United 0.
Would have taken that one before kick-off there.
We've got points on the board.
Not bad victory.
Points on the board. Let us know your comments. Let us know your man of the match suggestions. We're going to be on for another 10-15 minutes or so. Probably more 10, because I'm very ill. Yeah, let us know. Josh says effing embarrassing. I'm assuming you're a AC Milan fan. Oh, I see. He's trolling. He's trolling, Andy. He's trolling.
Get a job.
So, yeah, 0-0. Let us know your suggestions for man of the match. I think the contenders we can safely say are Nick Pope. I would say Trippier.
Same golden shouts for Longstaff as well.
Longstaff. Yeah, some very, very positive displays there. Please don't forget, Lee is in Milan, Johnny is in Milan, Harry is in Milan. They will be kept alive, kept inside the San Siro, penned in for another hour or so. So it is going to be late when they get the videos out, but it'll be well worth it. It'll be well worth it. A positive result out in Milan. Andy, thoughts?
Yeah, take it. I think going into it was a little bit optimistic, but I think seeing there they've done typical getting back into the Champions League for the first time in over 20 years display of just go out there, bring something home, and then your home games nick them there, which is how some of the smaller teams that have won the Champions League have done their job. Just make sure you keep it steady away when you're away, and then play well.
Would I mean, you would fancy your chances getting these back at St James's Park as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean the atmosphere is going to be incredible, isn't it?
Oh,
it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, just a small matter of PSG at home next. So let's the dream continues. But I think let's not forget the last time we were in the first group stage of the Champions League, we lost our first 3 games to Kiev, to Feyenoord, and to Juventus as well, and we still came back. But to get a point on the board early doors, I think, is really positive. I thought we defended really well. We had some good defensive shape. The only kind of disappointing one was the fact that we couldn't really test the keeper until late on with Sean Longstaff, who was immense. Bruno worked so hard, was superb. Almiron was fantastic when he came on, did a lot of positive things defensively. Trippier, Botman, Cher, and Byrne, all fantastic. Pope looked back to his best, I think, as well. That's fair to say.
He looked very confident.
Yeah. Commanding his area well, coming out to claim them crosses. Yeah, really, really, really positive stuff. We still are yet to... Oh, no, we did celebrate a goal against Brighton, but that was kind of a moot point from that. But maybe we can celebrate. I mean, we can surely celebrate sort of the result tonight from the San.
Yeah, well, 100%. It's we've finally done a watch along where we haven't been beaten, so of course I'll take that.
Yes, that is a positive. Back-to-back draws at the San Siro for Newcastle United, 20 years apart, but back-to-back draws against the 2 Milans. We are back on Sunday for the watch-along from the junction, not from our houses. We will be together again, reunited. Thank you to producer Carl in the background. As I say, smash that like button, subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, check out our membership options as well. And yeah, plenty more to come tonight if you're staying up late. I mean, whilst you're waiting for Lee and Johnny and Harry to get the content out for you on NFTV, PSG versus Dortmund is starting now. So time to scout the rest of the opposition in our group. But yeah, really positive result. And it's real. It's happening. We're underway in the Champions League. Now it's back to business, of course, with a trip to Bramall Lane, slightly less glamorous than Milan, but still very important. Is Lesonator is Minter playing for Feyenoord tonight? Don't know, but he'll be on the bench if he's not playing because he's been on fire. Andy, Google it.
I will quickly go on Twitter and look at Feyenoord.
They, of course, play Celtic if you're interested in Scotland. But yeah, the teamwork. While you're looking at that, I'm going to read some comments. Simi says the team worked really hard, defended like lions. Absolutely good result. Would have taken a draw. Edgar would have taken the draw as well, hasn't it? A away point at the San Siro. Minter's starting, so the Newcastle interest doesn't end there. You've got a choice of viewing. Do you watch Minter for Feyenoord against Celtic, or do you watch the other fixture now in Group F, which is Paris Saint-Germain versus Borussia Dortmund? And then by then, hopefully, we'll have a video out from the San Siro on Newcastle Fans TV. My thanks to producer Carl again, who was working on the graphics in the background there. My thanks to you, Andy Goodsir, for controls. Get ready to hover that clicking button on end stream very soon. Stay tuned to Newcastle Fans TV, folks, and we'll see you on the next one very soon. Take care.
Take care.
Oh, you weren't ready for that.